Welcome back, here for round 2. Round 1 with green, black, mid-range, and standard. I faced Izzet Drakes. Let's see what we got going for round number 2. Okay, so I have both colors of mana, probably too much mana. Some early plays, and as long as I draw a way to win the game, this hand is great. And I really love turn one dorks. And just look at this power level right here. If I drew into a 3-drop, I will be able to play it on turn 2, which is just, I know it's obvious, but just being able to spend your mana more efficiently has just been phenomenal so far from what I've seen. So I have a few different options here. No matter what. No, not no matter what. So I can play the Wild Growth Walker, play a tap land pass. So I can play Wild Growth Walker. So I can play Seeker's Squire. I can cast down, kill the Electromancer, which I think I just need to do. I think my line is play the Cemetery, cast down, swing for 1. Next turn, untap with 4 available mana, cast these 2. It slows me down a little bit, but... And Goblin Electromancer is very strong, and the cast down doesn't do as much against a lot of their other threats. Primarily the Phoenixes. So as long as I don't get shocked here, I have a pretty good next turn. Okay, that's good. See, that would have only cost my opponent 1 mana. So he's digging for lands. Or she. Let's see. I think I want her. She's not great in this matchup, which is the only reason I'm thinking of dumping her. But she can draw me. I have plenty of lands to sacrifice, so she can draw me into what I actually need. So I think I'll keep her on top. Plus, if they draw another, if they draw any of these guys, she can kill him. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot here. My opponent's stuck at 2 lands. I have plenty of resources. I'm drawing a Planeswalker. Perfect. Okay. My opponent has plenty of cards in hand, and now they have 3 mana. Now my options here are I can play Vraska, plus, which just seems stupid right now. I can play Vraska, destroy. I can do Abrupt Decay. Doing that, I can then attack for either 4 and play a tap land, or 5 and play the Forest. Swinging for 5 puts my opponent at 12. I kind of like that. Plus, I can still play Carnage Tyrant if I draw him next turn. Right? Yeah, off of the Overgrown Tomb. And with 23 life, I don't mind shocking. Okay. So if Vraska's dead, it's fine. So my opponent seems to be on a more combo-centric version. Either that or... I mean, that just seems like a pretty good card here. With that creature that can be a 10-4 or whatever. Yeah, this guy. Giving him haste just seems to kind of end the game. I honestly don't think I could have asked for a better top deck right there. I'm debating attacking with the Lenore Elves. I have plenty of mana, so I'm not really concerned about them dying for that regard. But if I attack with the team, so I'm attacking with you. I put you at 3 life if I attack with Lenore Elf also. I think I'd do it. I don't really need him for anything else. 3. I have plenty of mana. If all he does is just dies here, and I put you down to 3, I'm okay with that. Yep, that's fine. My opponent's at 3 life. Which means now if I draw an Explore card, I have lethal on the board. I have lethal on the board anyway, but Explore card would be even better. I'm assuming they're going to kill the Chupacabra with a shock. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Folly effectively costs 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 3 open mana, which is not enough to buy back the Chupacabra. If I attack just here, my opponent doesn't have to block. They are down to 2 cards in hand, so I think I'm okay with this trade. Sure. Okay. My intent here is to buy back the Chupacabra, clear a blocker, and swing with lethal with the Lenore Elf and or Squire. It's possible I should have shocked and just done that right away and played the Wild Growth Walker. That way I'd have an extra attacking body instead of a clearing body in case I draw something really good. But I like to play with the Chupacabra, being able to kill, worst case scenario, something that would just kill me. Kind of like that. Plus, if I draw a land, I can always kind of try to do that next turn. Okay. Alright, so my opponent is all-in combo. Bring in some life gain. Some removal spells. I might want to rest here. Not sure. Probably not. I love Vraska's Contempt. I think I need to run more. I think Exile Clause is really powerful here. The only reason I'd even be interested in the Duress is just to stop that Thud combo. I think I like this. Siding board siding a little bit different here. Reason being is my opponent seems to be a little bit more on a full-in combo plan. Just with Thud. So I think I'd rather have the instant speed removal. That way they can't do that haste crash in for 10 and then Thud me to death. Because the instant speed removal can stop that, where the Chupacabra cannot. I really don't want to mulligan again. I'm on the play. With a hand with plenty of lands, I just need to draw some early interaction. It's possible I need to mulligan this, but I'll keep it. This hand is just really slow, but as long as I draw a 2-drop at some point, I'm fine. Sure. I do really like Vraska's Contempt here. The biggest advantage that Chupacabra's had, besides the 2/2 body, is the fact that it's recurable. You can bring it back with the lands or with Fine Broker. Oh, this is a good draw. So I'm going to curve out a little bit better than I previously thought. It's a scary card. Alright. So, play Vraska's Contempt if they play anything. If they don't, play Vivian Reed next turn. Then, if I draw another land, Carnage Tyrant the turn after. Probably hitting a negate here. No? I know that 6th land will hit me Carnage Tyrant, but I can always just do that next turn. Probably should have plussed first. Feel I'm in a pretty good spot, but my opponent's deck again is a combo deck, so their whole point is to try to deal 20 to me in one turn. It's possible he sided that out. Okay. Trying to think if I want to change anything being on the draw instead of the play. I really just wish I could change these Chupacabras to Vraska's Contempts. Don't love it, but I do have plenty of removal here. Not too much that I'd want to Assassin's Trophy here, but that honestly might be it. Really don't want to ramp them, but Goblin Electromancer ramps them anyway, so... And his hand is just full of removal, huh? Yeah, I'm not trophying that. I do want to play around Spell Pierce. Maybe Negate. I don't know if they run those, but... I think I play the threat. Tapping out might be dangerous, but... I need to try to win the game at some point. Sure. I would like that. Probably should have done that after the Vivian read, but I'm not sure it fully matters. So to play a giant creature who needs 3 mana, 1 to give it haste, and then 1 to thud it. So I could, this is probably my last opportunity to tap out. So now, probably for the rest of the game, I'm going to hold up either a contempt or a trophy. I wanted to get as much power on the board as I could, and that's effectively 7 power I'm showing right now because of Death Gourd Scavenger trigger. Okay. As we learned in match 1, I'm perfectly okay if my opponent wants to spend all of their cards killing my creatures. Okay, now I'm holding up trophy. I put the Vivian Reed on top. I was thinking, I really just want to minus this. If I get that emblem, I think it's going to be very difficult for my opponent to win. Sure. Seems like they're just spinning their tires right now, but they are putting a ton of instants and sorceries into the yard. So their creature will be pretty big when they get it. Chose the Wild Growth Walker because I do not mind gaining a ton of life. I actually prefer that over just a simple Explore. I don't even mind having the extra Vivian Reed in my hand right now because it's just worst case scenario I can kill 2 flyers. Kill one with the first one, cast the second, kill the second. Sure. I'm just going to try to overload with removal. I'm kind of playing a control deck right here. I'm absolutely destroying my opponent with resources right now. It's possible I should have played the Chupacabra just to have an extra 2/2 in play, but I really don't want to tap out. Now I have enough mana to cast down and trophy, which means one can get Spell Pierce, and I'm fine with that. I could be completely forgetting about something that could absolutely crush me right now. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Oh, they have Vigilance. I was a little confused for a second why they weren't tapped. It's my first time actually getting the emblem. 12th match with this deck. First time getting the Vivian Reed emblem. Okay. Four removal spells still in my hand, one on the board. Wasn't much my opponent could do there. You can look at the deck list again. Currently 2-0 in this MTGO friendly league with my standard Golgari deck. As I mentioned in the last video, a couple differences I have is I have the full 4, from lists I've seen online, the full 4 Death Gorge Scavengers. I have the second Elvish Rejuvenator, which helps me ramp up to the bigger creatures, bigger threats. With all the Explore mechanics, I kind of like that. Being able to kind of almost like scry through your deck with Explore until you get to a threat, which is very nice when you have all these extra ways to get extra mana. Still feels weird to have 23 lands. I copied the mana base from, I think it was a GP Lily winner. It feels a little weird to have 23 lands in a deck that wants to cast 6 drops, but the Explore mechanic does do a lot of work. So that's the video for round 2. Hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Please, if you have any questions, or if you noticed a line that I completely missed, very new to Standard, and I would love some feedback here. Thank you.